Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our session, Entrepreneurship Impacts, again this week. So, my name is Kathleen. I will be the host for you today. So, today we have a very special guest. It's actually from Japan, but he has a lot of different background, which is interesting and it's quite amazing, it's like his accent is more like a Singaporean or different kind of experience. So let's hear about what's his story. So his name is Hayashi. Welcome.
Hello, guys. Good morning. Yeah, just to correct a quick one, I'm actually Singaporean who stays in Japan.
Oh,
So yeah, I stay in Japan. I stay in Thailand, and also in Malaysia. So these are during my entrepreneurship and my growing stage. So I'm in different countries. I learn their culture and stay in these countries. Yeah. So hi guys, nice to meet you all.
yeah. Just curious. So how you got this name? It's like a Japanese name.
Okay, so basically Hayashi is in Chinese his surname is called Lim, which is Ling, and Takeshi would be my Chinese character, which is 剑兵. 健康的健, is the 兵文武. So in three characters of it, if you separate out, it's all the same for Takeshi. So my friend gave me this name when I was in Japan, and because they couldn't pronounce my name, and that's why they translated and gave me this name. So I've been using this name for many years, and to them they say that wow, it's so coincidence that all your Chinese characters is the same name, so it's a lucky name for me.
I see. That's interesting. Yeah, so you can give us an introduction of what you are doing and your background.
Okay, for myself now, currently I'm actually running my own rental business, car rental business, and also running my own small, businesses here and there, and doing social media coaching for entrepreneurs. So I specialize in personal branding and attraction marketing for self-employed and newly startup entrepreneurs. Yeah.
Oh,
So
so how long you started this?
you mean entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship, I started off when I was about 17 years old. So that was the time whereby I started my first business, and all the way till now is about 13 years. 13 years of my life. So I revealed my age lah, 30 years old.
Oh, that's young to start at 17 years old.
Yes.
What get you started? Like typical Singaporean will just start a full-time job after they graduated, all this.
Basically, maybe due to my family background, because many of my family members they are doing businesses and stuff, and my mom and my dad they were in the network marketing industry, the MLM industry. So I came across a book called, I believe most of you heard about it, Rich Dad Poor Dad. So I heard about it, I read about it, and that was my first book that I actually completed reading, because I hate to read books in the past. So that was the first and the only book that I completed, finished up, and got me inspired to like, wow, maybe I should try the entrepreneurship journey, and that got myself, kicked off. And at a period of time, in Singapore, I was studying in Nanyang Poly. So I was in the course business management, specialized retail management. So in business management, we have a supply chain, we have HR, we have retail, and one more I forgot what's the course. So to me, I chose retail management because I felt that I see everywhere people are opening up business and stuff, and I was thinking, hey, maybe retail management is the easiest or the fastest kick off or start off for me to become a boss myself. So that was during that period of time. I was in the course. I read Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and voila. I think for the 3 days, my first business idea was created 3 days while reading the book.
Oh.
So I read the book first day, second day, third day. So for the first day, I dreamt about a business plan. All right. Then that is like the skeleton. Then secondly, the second day, I start to put on, a bit of meat here and there. And the third day was like, wow, it's a complete business plan. So I was thinking that should I just kick off? Should I just start off with this business plan? Then I was like thinking, hey, I have nothing to lose. I'm only 17 years old, so just try it. And that's how I started my first business, which is the mobile tuition center.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is really, you are not the only one who mentioned about this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. So
it's
yeah.
an awesome book. It actually changed a lot of people's life.
Mm. So how has your journey been so far? Like, since 17, I believe there are a lot of struggle when you just started until now.
Yes, there were a lot of struggles, and how do I express this? If you are working in the employment, okay, you are employed by someone, you have to work maybe let's say 30 years of your life, all right, 30 years of your life, and entrepreneurship actually shorten the your journey to success, shortened by a lot, let's say 10 years. So you have to suffer at least let's say 3 times of the stress, the ups and downs, the emotional rides 3 times. So like for example, those people, they are in the employment, they love to so-called, get a paycheck, comfortable life. Sometimes they go to the office, there are some politics, this and that. But in entrepreneurship, you squeeze everything into that, maybe let's say 10 years. So you have to face a lot of all this stress. And yeah, throughout my 13 years of my entrepreneurship, I actually face a lot of things. I feel this is a package. If you want to go through entrepreneurship, maybe most different. People say that oh, my experience is different from you. Your your experience in the business is different from mine. But I feel that this is part and parcel, maybe a package of it. For example, cash flow issue. Okay, even though we have no politics in the entrepreneurship, but we have something called competition from our competitors, and then you get partnership. All right, you get partnerships that I got betrayed by partners, cheated by partners, and many other things. So throughout this period of time, the worst for me, the worst is I actually got into, I can say, near bankruptcy. So I actually owe up to nearly $100,000 Singapore dollars to my friends and family. So that was the period of time. But this has nothing got to do with entrepreneurship, but it's habit issues, because I made money at a very young age. I was very successful at a very young age. All right. And then after that, I do not know how to manage my attitude, my character, my cash flow issues, cash flow management. So I spent a lot of money, and it became a habit for me. And I overspent, and business couldn't, catch up. The income, the revenue couldn't catch up, and I got myself into debt. So managing cash flow is one of the critical criteria in entrepreneurship. You might have a lump sum of money coming in, but you must know how to manage the money. But because I was so young, and I spent my money on elsewhere, like branders and all this.
Yeah, you've been through a lot of things, I believe, and learned a lot. So, like, despite all this, like, what keeps you motivated to keep going?
For myself, I feel that as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, the my structure for me myself is a bit different. I always like to create new things. I always like to try out new ideas. I think a lot of us have this kind of issues whereby today I saw something. Oh, maybe this can be a business idea. Then the other day I will see, oh, maybe that can be a business idea. And the third day, maybe you say, maybe I can combine these two together. So we have all these ideas running in our mind, that we can try this, try that. So to me, I feel that, it's these ideas keep on coming in, and we are motivated to keep on doing it. Because why do I say that? Is because I I myself, I don't like authority above me. That means I don't like to, if I'm late for an appointment, or maybe late for a meeting, or maybe let's say when I submit something beyond the deadline in my office, my boss will scold me. I don't like authority. So in short, maybe this authority equates to freedom. So the desire for freedom actually kept me going for many years. It's in the early stage of entrepreneurship, maybe I was thinking money was the motivation. Money was the motivation. So frankly speaking, a lot of people, or maybe many of us, we started business because we want to make money, right? You don't start a business not wanting to make money and lose money. So money was the first motivation that I had last time. Like, wow, I have all this money and then all this, enjoying my youth. And slowly throughout the years, and I transited, and from being single, having a relationship, and at the same time now I have family and one kids, two, three, and the fourth coming out. So at different stages of this entrepreneurship, the things that you want is really different. Okay, maybe let's say last time it's because of money, then after because of fame, because of success, but now to me at this point of time is freedom. The time freedom that I design my own lifestyle. I get to see my kids, I get to accompany my kids. I do not want to miss out any of their milestone in their lives. This motivates me, and I believe this motivation will keep me going for many years onwards, because when I look at my kids, I see them grow. I don't want to get back to an employment, or maybe should I say that I get into employment, because I have never been employed by someone full time. I have not written a real so-called resume before. So for me now, my motivation is my family, my kids, and the time freedom. Something so precious that I would trade anything for it. Yeah. So different stages, different motivation.
Yeah. So when you describe it, I can hear your sense of fulfillment and also excitement. Now, yeah. So it's like, like among all this, right? Like, what keeps your business make sure is how do you make sure your business is progressing?
How do I make sure my business is progressive? Because to different people, to them, they have different aims and goals for their business. All right, they might want to have more revenues, more customers, or maybe more fame, more branding, that kind of thing. But for me, I love to do business whereby I enjoy the whole process of it. Okay, I am enjoying the process, like talking to clients, talking to people, helping people to get the things that they want. For example, my car business, people get to rent a car that they love, and they are happy about it, and they are happily driving the car. All right, so maybe for social media coaching, all right, my students, they like, oh, I achieved this, I achieved that, I managed to build up my brands within a certain period of time. So this is the kind of achievement I feel that is a progressive for me. All right, it's not about in terms of dollars and cents. Yeah, so a lot of times when people, you earn 5,000, do you think it's very successful or not? I say, yeah, maybe to me it's successful, maybe to you it's not successful, right? Your company makes a lot of money, or maybe your company is listed. To me, you know it's all about your perspective of life. All right, for example, some people, they say they want to build business to sell business. I sold my business before, like my tuition center, the mobile tuition center idea, I sold it. My retail contacts in Thailand, I sold it away because I was a wholesale supplier for female bags and apparels in Singapore. And some people, they started a business because they want to be listed also, and all these things. But to me, it's about your life perspective really. I earn $5,000, but it covers all my expenses. I got access, and I got excessive, extra time with my family. That's progressive. To me, for example, today I'm at home 1 hour with my kids. After 1 year, I have 5 hours with my kids. Or maybe another 10 years, I'm full time at home, for example. To me, that is progressive and very successful. So I don't measure all this in dollars and cents, because different people, they live their life differently. And some of my friends really, I believe you guys would know these entrepreneurs that, they measure all this really dollars and cents. They must make sure that every year they must make more money, more money, more money. But to me, that is a different perspective lah. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there, among all your business, is there one of the business, it left like very significant that, it's hard to like what is the most significant experience you had for a business? Maybe just share a little bit about your experience.
The experience, I think, is partnership. Partnership.
Okay.
Because a lot of times when we get into business, we are so happy, okay, that I find a partner, I do a joint venture, or maybe I get someone to help in the business, and then you got into a partnership. And at the very beginning, when the partnership failed in one of my business, I was like blaming. I was like, what the hell, man? Why do I choose that as my partner? And why do I want to work with them from the very beginning? Why? And all these things. I start to blame any other things but myself. But that was the best learning experience for me. All right. Because how do I say this? It's like I blame everything but except myself. But through this period of time, I was very down. I was like, wow, why my friends betrayed me, this and that. But I realized that actually it's not about them. It's actually about me. And I realized, why do I go into a partnership? I dig deeper. I was like thinking, why do I go into a partnership? Because of what? And I realized that I'm not confident enough. For example, maybe I want someone to account for my failure. I want somebody to bear responsibility with me, bear the burdens with me, so I get another partner in. But end up, this partner that I got in, this person might not have the specific, skill set or experience to help me in my business growth. I just get someone to account for me. But end up, this person, just betray or walk off. I felt total loss, like, oh no, this person gone, so I have to bear everything myself. And yes, I did. I bear a lot of the consequences myself, like customers complain, or other small little stakeholder complaints, this and that. I have to bear everything myself. I realized that, hey, actually I don't need a partnership. I can do this myself. Why in the beginning I got someone in? Because I lack of confidence. I need someone to account for, and it's a blaming habit. And once I gotten off this blaming habit, now when I find partnership, I will look into specific skill set, and I'll make sure that we are entity ourselves. For example, let's say I'm a A company, I specialize in something. He is a B company boss, he specializes in something. We go into a partnership in the sense of collaboration. So when something's happen, all we need to do is just break off. Hi, bye bye. You can go off. Then I still continue my company and build my company. Instead of two person joining together to form a company, when things happen, shits happen, you fight, you quarrel, you dissolve the company, it's a big mess. This is the experience that I learned. It's the one of the worst failure, but one of the best experience that I can learn from entrepreneurship.
Yeah, that's very true. True in the sense of like you did, if you didn't like try it, right, or you didn't experience, you wouldn't know what went wrong.
Yeah. So that was my experience. Yeah.
Okay, so like after that, how do you stand out, or and earlier on you mentioned about competitor. Like how do you manage competitor? How do you make sure you stand out among all the competitor for your business?
Okay, so let me just take it back to my car industry. It's a very competitive industry. Everybody can rent a car. Anybody can buy a car, rent a car. All right. So the industry in Singapore is also very small because there are so many competitors, and how many people actually needs a car, and how many people rents a car, except that you are going to do private hiring or private driving in the PHV industry. Okay. So how do I really stand out from other competitors? That price war is the most, I can say, that frequent thing that I face in my industry. I rent at $50. My competitor ran at $49. Then the other one ran at $48. Then the customer go and find, and come back. Hey, brother, that company 48, you 50, can reduce or not? This is the very common things that I face. All right.
Yeah.
So over here, I learned a few things in handling such competitors. All right. First thing first, that is very clear to me after so many years. Not all customers are your customers. You cannot do everybody business, right? Second, there's no point in doing a price war. Reason because if you reduce your pricing, it hurts your revenue. Then at the end of the day, your business cannot sustain. You have to fold your business. Who to blame? Yourself, because you engage in a price war. So third thing that I learned is when your competitor offering something same, everybody same in the market, all right, you can offer something different in the market. You create something out of it. One of the things that I created is all my competitors, they were like saying, hey, I reduce pricing lah, I give you a free 1 day rental lah, free 2 days rental. So I started off something. I tried doing something that is, hey, what if your car get into an accident? Why not I cover you for your accident, the excess? Right?
Yeah.
Accident excess. So it's like something my competitors, they were not doing at that time, a point of time. So I started collecting a premium for my hirers and say that, hey, I collect a premium from you every single day. Touch wood, you bank car, okay, you need to pay excess. I cover a certain percentage of it. So I created something different from the market that people are not providing. I tried to find some ways to create it, and it was very successful, and it bring extra revenue to my company. Last but not least, to win competitors, I feel, okay, at the end of the day, it's about customer relationship. It's really about customer relationship. One customers that you have now, okay, maybe your competitor has 10 customers, 10 people hiring the cars. I only have one. All I need to do is to make this one very happy, okay, customers that will spread the words of mouth. So for my business, right, frankly speaking, I use $0 on marketing, $0, based on words of mouth, based on Facebook, based on social media like Telegram. And all of this, right, actually help me create a stream of customers without any marketing costs. So I spent $0 and I made my customer very happy. So customers, they will want to feel that they gain something. All right. So in the past, I did something like lucky draw, vouchers. So I do vouchers like NTUC vouchers. I do vouchers like petrol vouchers or cash rebate, that kind of thing. So make them feel happy. Then I do gathering, like barbecue gatherings, makan session gatherings, this and that. So I build a relationship with these drivers. So no matter what my competitors do, they drop the price, they do this, they do that. All right. My people will still stay with me because they know how I handle things. They know what am I doing. And the most important, when you are in the industry, you are driving, you must understand the driver's feeling. Maybe they cannot pay the rental, this and that. So you must be empathy, okay, I understand. Never mind, I delay your rental 1 week. Competitors are not doing that. So this is something that I've been doing my business and how I sustain handling competitors.
Yeah, it sounds like it's more like a customized also, like what's the situation of the customer.
I think that's one of the way lah, because customers, different people have different situation. So for myself, I'm not shy to say or ashamed to say that for so many years running my car rental business, I am also a private hire driver. So I'm on all platform, okay, like Ride, Gojek, Grab, last time from the very beginning, Uber. So even during the COVID period, I pivot. I went on to do Lala Move delivery. I do Grab food delivery. I do all sorts of delivery. I'm always on the ground with my guy. So I know exactly what is happening on the ground. So all these competitors, these business owners, they sit in their office. They say, hey, why you never pay rental? Hey, rental late already leh. Why you never pay? Don't tell me the market not bad. Everybody also not bad. Still must pay what? That kind of thing lah. But for me, because I'm on the ground, I will say that, oh, I understand. Indeed, the income drop. Okay, can, no problem. Let's discuss. Delay 2 weeks rental is that kind of thing lah. So I do this kind of thing with my hirers and treating that they are part of the partners in my company to keep my company afloat. So this is what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very key thing, as a boss or manager to manage your employee and so on. So how about among other than standing out from your competitor, actually I did notice currently on the road there is even car sharing business. Yeah, so those blue car or something like that. Like how does it affecting your business so far?
Because I always believe that in any business, any market, there's always enough shares. There's always enough market for you to capture. Yeah. For example, you say that there are a lot of car sharing people, right? Okay, can, but economy is going down, so a lot of people lost their job. So when they lose their job, okay, due to the COVID, the first thing that they might thought that, I have a license, might as well go and drive a private hire, and they jump into this industry. So there is always market out there. It's always how you identify whether this market is suitable for your business or not. Right. That, for example, even in coaching, okay, even in coaching business, there are so many coaches out there. There are so many people doing personal branding. There are so many people teaching ABC, A to Z, so many things. Then how? How? That means like, hey, I don't need already. I don't do already. Then I even before you started, you already give up. Don't need to do already because market already there. When I talk to people, I gave them some ideas. Most of the time, you will hear this thing. Hey, God, but then all that A company do already. Hey, that B company do it. Hey, I know someone do already. You sure can or not? That kind of thing. So it means that let's say if Apple dominates the market, Samsung only come in already. So there is always market in the industry. Consumers always want something alternative. Let's say, for example, in the car industry, there's Gojek, there is Grab, there is Ride, there's Tada. So many competition. Even in politics, people want other voice also. So many things that we humans always want alternative. We don't like to stick to only one. So there's a lot. The market is so big. It's whether how much you're going to capture.
Yeah, and also to identify your own niche and value.
Correct. So it's like, every time we do business, we first think like, wow, whether can do or not, cannot do or not. Think so much this and that, and whether the ideas got people use or not. We always try to think about ideas that nobody do before. But how many people on earth is an inventor? For me, I don't like to invent things. I'm not so smart to invent things. I like to, since the wheel is already created, I just follow the wheel. Or I don't need to create something out of it. I just improve the wheel.
That's true. And alternative for you to start something rather than you invent something. Everything.
Yeah, it's easier, right?
Yeah.
You guys agree because it's easier to, rather than you create something, whatever is existing, you just find somewhere loophole here and there or not perfect enough. You just create a business out of it. You don't need to invent.
So far, how do you see your business in this trend, right? Moving forward, is there anything any tips that you would like to share?
Please.
Another business. Just create. You just don't need to stick on one business itself. So for myself, different entrepreneurs, they have different characters and attitudes towards their business. For me,
Jalan.
I need to build it 50,000, 500,000, 5 million. It's a different perspective from different businesses, business owner. For me, because I love the process, I love creating things. So I will keep on finding opportunity, then try out, create out of it. And then the current business, of course, I'm not going to say, hey, I let go. No, I continue to sustain the business. I continue to, protect my business, look out for my business while I look for any other opportunities. This is how I do my business and survive so long in the industry, or maybe should I say in the entrepreneurship journey. I don't stick to one business because when 17 years old, I created the first mobile tuition center for myself. I sold the business. I went on to do a handphone charm. Those handphone charm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that my generation lah. Last time still have that hole there lah. Yeah, that time I imported handphone charms from Japan. All right, so Japanese thing was so cute, and then that time because of the so-called 2007 2008 crisis, the exchange rate went up. I actually started losing money before I start my business. Then I do the handphone charm. That my generation lah. Last time still have that hole there lah. Yeah, that time I imported handphone charms from Japan. All right, so Japanese thing was so cute, and then that time because of the so-called 2007 2008 crisis, the exchange rate went up. I actually started losing money before I start my business. Then I do the handphone charm. Then I realized that, hey, Apple came out with this thing, no hole one How? Right? I was like, Apple no hole. It's like, hey, Apple, where to put? No, nothing. So I was like, cannot. That means this business, something wrong already. I sold the business away. I sold my contacts away. So every contact in business is also useful. I sold it away to other people. Then I got the money and I move on to doing what? Supply chain, wholesale supply for female apparel and bag from Thailand to Singapore. All right, I did that. And guess what? Taobao came in. Wow, Taobao came in. Everybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry can actually order from China. From China, import back to Singapore, the cost might be cheaper. Let's say Thailand $4, China $2, that kind of thing. And then Thailand that time, because the air ticket was so cheap, people start to fly to Thailand. Budget airline came in, fly to Thailand. They can easily get the stocks from there already. Don't need me to go there, right? So I sold that business away.
Yeah.
I move on to doing something like network marketing. I consider that's a business, right? So I built my business from there. Wow, from zero to hero, 5-figure income. I can almost, retire at the age of 22, 23 years old. So much things, so much wealth and this. Then after that, I realized, my character got issues. My attitude got issues. All right, it's a human business. I'm in a human business. So I didn't take care of the human, didn't take care of the business. The whole thing collapsed. I left with debts. And because left with that, I went on to doing 4 jobs, sleep 4 hours a day. So I did ad hoc jobs like Samsung promoter. I was a Samsung promoter. I did a business consultant for a baby toy company. And then after I went on to do admin job for my cousins, and I do ad hoc sales job. So I did all these, sleep 4 hours a day, trying to, get rid of my debt. But actually, I couldn't because the debt was so much. And then after that, Uber came into Singapore. Then my friend was telling me, hey, try Uber. Uber, huh? What is called Uber? 霸王车 ah, you know, that kind of thing. Like, you know, I have no idea what is Uber. And my friend said, hey, you need a car. Yeah, I need a car. Then you get a car lah. Then my friend got me in. 1 week, he quitted. Left me stuck in the industry. I was like, what the hell is Uber? I still figuring. For the first 3 months, I was losing money in Uber. Because I don't know the roads and all these things. Then after I realized that, actually Uber is a good thing. I start making money from Uber. Then because I start making money from Uber, I understood that Uber business model. And then suddenly, Grab came in, competition came in. So I saw an opportunity. Grab need drivers, Uber need drivers. So they gave a lot of incentive. That time was about 500 to 1,500 per person that I recommended. So I recruited a lot of people. I was the so-called, I declare myself the sales ambassador or maybe the company ambassador. I go to car to convert people. Uber, got Grab now? Don't have Grab? Join Grab. Uber, don't have Uber? Okay, join Uber. I convert. I make money from that. And I made about over $1,000 in 6 months to 8 months. I think that period of time, I made money. All right. So I made money. I pay all my debts, and I got people. These people, how these people? I only make one-time commission. There's no more. So in business, sometimes you must know one thing is 人脉是钱脉. Okay, your connection is money. So I went around to different workshops in Singapore and I told the business owner, hey, you got car? Never mind, no people, right? I got people. I partner with you, lor. I give my people to you, lor. You give me commission, lor. So I did what? I just said, not much, don't need. You give me $2, $3 or $5 a day, like one car. So these people sign contract 6 months, 1 year. Wow, sweet. All my passive income coming in already. So I partner people with them. They give the car to the people. I become something like middleman, no? Middle agent, no? I don't own the cars. I don't own the people.
Correct.
I match them, matchmake. And I made money from there. I built my passive income from there.
Yeah, that's very inspiring.
So this so many things that so you when you know about this, is like, I don't start in one business. I tried many different businesses. Some people might like it, some people might not like it because of changes. But to me, changes is always constant. So I must keep on trying different things. So that's why I share with you a bit long. Yeah, but this is my journey that I did, different businesses. I tried in and out. There are some small businesses here and there, but I tried. Because I never tried, I never know.
Yeah, so there's up and down, and the key is like, even though you fail, but you still stand up and move on. And also I see from this car business is also like you very, like you can catch the timing, like the timing that when is it right to move and all this, like you look for people, grab the opportunity, all this.
Correct. So every crisis there's opportunity. Who knows that during this COVID, you might create another business out of this COVID, like mask business or whatsoever business lah, or healthcare business and stuff.
So let's say, now maybe it's my last question. So let's say if someone who wanted to start, or who is just started their entrepreneurship journey, what would be the most important or one lesson that you would advise them?
One important to summarize everything that I've done for these 13 years is nothing is easy. Don't think that entrepreneurship is a shortcut to success. It's not a shortcut to success. You are just compressing everything to success. So you must be ready to sleep very little. Okay, you must be ready to face all kinds of emotional rights, the stress, the anxiety, the frustration, everything. All right. And if you are single, that's good for you. If you are married, all right, that's not good for you, but you have to time management. All right. Because I went through from single to marriage to kids. All right. So last time I didn't even have a really good management of time. I end up, I screw up my own marriage, nearly divorce and all these things. So it's never easy. All right. So don't think that, I start a business, I today register a domain name, URL, I build an e-commerce. From there, I start off. No, there are so many things behind that you need to do. All right. And it's always, you come up with a very big idea. But must realize that to keep your business going, it's not the big idea that keep on going. It's the small little details that, so frustrating, so tiny weeny that you need to put in effort to make it happen. So if you are doing, or should I say you are doing entrepreneurship now, or you are just starting out, don't think it's easy. At the end of the day, all right, enjoy the process. It's also not about all the money. Dollars and cents cannot measure. At the end of the day, there will be people saying that why are you so stupid? Why you start your business? You are losing money, this and that. But you must know that this is the path that you choose. You have to finish it, okay, and enjoy the journey. If you are enjoying the journey, whatever people say to you, you'll repel away because you are enjoying what you are loving. So this is my advice for everybody, because a lot of times when I do coaching, people tell me this and that, entrepreneurship is so easy. I just do this, do that. I was telling them, no, it's not that easy. It's the process. All right. So if you put everything correctly in the process, then you'll make money. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. Like it's to start with a correct mindset. Like if you are
Correct. It's
you
all
say-
here, lah. It's all here.
Yeah. So maybe I would like to open the question to the ground. Like, is there any?
We can see questions, because from my Zoom I can't see anyone asking questions.
Yeah, anyone would like to ask him, Hayashi, any questions about his business or his journey so far?
Yeah, maybe I ask because no, along entrepreneurship, right? Correct. They are actually there's many critical problem like money constraint. When they start up, they don't have money. Okay, so go back to your first business when you just start up, right? Correct, and you do not have any money at the time. So how do you manage to break through and get a buyer to buy your business?
For my first business, the tuition center, the mobile one, it all started with an idea. I pumped in $0.
Okay.
So actually now I can actually share with you how the business works. You guys interested? I used $0 and I built, I think, passively a few $1,000s when I was 17. You
Wow.
interested?
Interested. Because a lot of entrepreneurs actually say that they don't have money, then they need to learn everything themselves, then they do not have time to do their things, they cannot pay people to all the negative stuff. Yeah, but they are grinder, they are very grinder, but it's just that they cannot able to manage to open the doors. I think this is a relevant case study if you are okay to share a bit of light.
Oh, but I'm okay. I'm okay to share everything about my life and my experience in entrepreneurship, because I think that I share with you. All right, you can be my competitor or not. All right, but the thing is, it doesn't matter, because I'm living in the world of entrepreneurship. It's about survival.
Yep.
So if today I share with you the ideas, you can make use of the ideas and grow a business. Why not? And you become my competitor, you crush me. Why not? Can. Then I just build another thing. Simple.
Yep.
I just build another thing, because I won't die here only. I have other things, many things to do. So for my first very business, I read about Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. So that time I thought about ideas, like, wow, how can I build a business that is ESBI, a business that can generate passive income. Oh, I love the word passive income. Wow, so sweet, passive income, don't need to work, this and that, but actually you need to work. Yeah. It's just that you make use of the system that comes in place and help you to run your business. So that time, how my business came about was this. Okay, I was thinking that, 17 years old, I got no money.
Yep.
I definitely got no money, right? My pocket money not enough to start a business. All right. So how I did was, I have this idea like, I am in poly. Okay, poly. I have so many students in the poly that just graduated from secondary schools. They might be scoring very well in A's in different subjects. So I talked to a lot of my friends. I was like, hey, you want teach tuition or not? You want teach? I got lobang for you. Can make money one. You become my tutor. Okay, you become my tutor. Hey, why not? Part time, 1 hour, $20, $30, or some even $50. Why not? I take, I want. Hey, I sign out. I join under you, your teacher. But no contract one, No contract one. Okay, because whatever I sign not valid, I'm under 18. So let's do it together. Okay, I sell them the idea that they can make money. Okay, I'm someone who loves to sell ideas first. So I sold them the ideas that hey, you can make money part time, own target. As long as you teach the subject, let's say mathematics and English or science. Okay, only one criteria: you must score A star. Is it A star that time? Yeah, I think A star or A1 for your that subject that you are teaching. Other than that, if you are scoring a B, no, you cannot teach that subject. Only A. I got my first batch of people, which is the teachers. Second, I need students. Got teacher, no student, also jialat, right?
Yep.
So I went around, my friend's mother, my mom's friend, my neighbor. I asked around all aunties I go auntie, hey auntie, your daughter primary school or secondary school primary school need tuition or not? I provide you tutor Huh, is it expensive? No market rate maybe $50 Mine okay We are not cheap but reasonable, $25 to $30. Huh? Then your students, your teachers good or not? Confirm good. All A star one, no A star cannot teach one. So I sold them the idea.
Okay.
So I got my teachers, I got my student. And how do I charge already? Wow, this is the thing, right? A lot of people ask, hey, how to charge all these things? Okay, very simple. I tell my tutor, for every, first customers, let's say student A, I introduce to, let's say Tony. Tony, I introduce one student to you, all right? Then first month, I take 50% commission because I find a student for you. So most teachers are, first month 50-50 Yeah, you deserve it. You deserve it because you find students for me. Okay, then after that, second month onwards, there is an administrative charge. Huh? What is administrative charge? Because I need to liaise with the I need to liaise with the parents, I need to get feedback from them, 10%. 10% to 20%. I say around that number. So I said, okay, but will it reduce? I say, well, first student, maybe I charge you, I give the number, let's say 20%. Okay. Second student that I add to you, I give you 10%. Third student that I add to you, I don't take any more commission. How do they feel? Can you help me manage everything, you manage my schedule, all this thing, good. So this is how I did the first month, I take 50% from everyone. Second month onwards, 20% from everyone. Third month onwards, 10% for everyone. Then the third month onwards or so on, they say, hey, how come don't have third students already? I say, because my business has been growing. The demand for students is so much. And there are so many tutors signing up. So I start at 2. So they are still happily paying 10%. You see the whole idea?
Yeah.
You see the whole idea?
Very smart. Yeah.
I started with $0. I sold them the ideas. I sold the mother the ideas. All right. Then I partners them together. Middleman. Usually I do middleman job. So I'm the agent cum principal. I manage my tuition center. I'm the agent cum principal. Until I have to keep on answering call and my lecturers in my school scold me and ask me get out. Hayashi! That time they call me Takeshi. So Takeshi, hey, you want to study or you want to do your business? Why you keep answering the call? If you want to do business, you get out of the class. Then I was like thinking, management. Of course, I do business. So I get out of the class. I was the rebellious student. This is a simple example. Students, tutors, I match them together. I get a commission. I use $0. I get fats from the parents. So I do customer relationship. Second business, as you know, car rental, Uber, Grab. I match them with people. I use $0. I earn $80,000. Third, car rental business. All right, car rental business. Car owners, they got cars. I have people. I match them together. I get commission. I use $0. So those business that I actually use money is like my retail business that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So retail business, I need stocks and all this. Yeah. So even my latest joint venture with a company, okay, I provide them with drivers. I also make passive income from there. So do you think, after I share with you, do you really think that in business we need money?
I think we need more to create demand, create supply, match them together. Then money is just, I think,
Idea. It's
yeah,
just an idea.
catalyst. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's just an idea.
Yeah.
So I think, I believe that once I share these things, a lot of people will have maybe aha moment like, hey, yeah, serious, I don't need to use money to create a business. No, you don't need. If you have a skill set, let's say you do social, for myself, I do social media branding and personal branding, all this. I have all this knowledge inside here. All these are money. So I am the so-called one of the stakeholder lor. I teach you lor.
Yep.
My knowledge I pass to you lor. I don't need to, come out with business cash, but I can manage to get students in. They pay me and start off lor.
Yeah, answer very well. I think a lot of people will learn a lot from this. Yeah, thanks a lot. I have no more questions. Yeah.
Thank you. Any more questions?
Hopefully you guys can ask as many questions as possible. Yeah, because I seldom do Zoom meeting or Zoom live meeting answering questions on this. I seldom. And it's even more rare for me to go out and meet people. Yeah. Reason because I now somehow or rather design my own lifestyle, and I seldom go out and meet people, except maybe for business or maybe for friends and all this. So a lot of people ask me to go for coffee or this. It's not I'm a stuck out or I'm anti-social. No, it's because I have a lot of kids at home. So I spend a lot of times with my kids at home. So it's a good opportunity whereby I have to thanks Tony from asking me to come, to share my experience with you guys. There are some entrepreneurs, and other hosts, they invited me, to be sharing all this. I'm glad to share as long as, I'm within my house. After I share, I still can play my kids. Yeah, I usually do this. So I seldom go out and meet people. So if you have any questions, please ask now so that I can provide more values to you and those people that might be watching the videos later on.
Jason, you have any questions for?
If for me, ask that how far will how you see yourself from the past 13 years from each 17th year you are today.
How far?
How far you see yourself for 13 years, for the past 13 years?
I actually, to me, is life is not about just my entrepreneurship. It's about many other things. During these 13 years of entrepreneurship and also character building, and me myself as a person, I actually changed quite a lot. So during this period of time, in summary, what have I faced? I faced near bankruptcy. I ran away from Singapore to hide in Malaysia because I have no money to pay people. So so I hide in my ex-girlfriend house, which is my wife now lah. So I work 4 jobs, sleep 4 hours a day, and I face betrayal in business. I also face a near divorce a few times. I almost committed suicide twice, and I have 3 kids going 4 kids, and I have different groups of friends during this period of time. In the past 17, 18 years old, I have a huge gang of clubbers. I go to clubs, I drink, I go chiong. Okay, that's a group of friends. Then moving on to army life, I upgrade a bit. I don't go chiong clubs, I chiong KTV and siam tiu, which is Thai disco. Okay, I hang flowers and all these things. All right. Then after that, moving on, I more mature a bit. I went, looking for business partners. I met business partners. I failed in business ship and screw up a lot of friendship during that period of time that I thought they were my good friends, business partners, but no. Then I move on to managing my screw up relationship with my wife. All right. Then I learned how to manage my marriage, learn how to become a better husband, okay, a better father, and also a better son. So during different stages, I learned different things, and I feel that it will not stop here. It will be still constant learning throughout this whole period of time. entrepreneurship is just a part of my life that I love to do, and I enjoy doing it because of the freedom that I have, especially the time freedom to do what I want. So how far have I gotten? I will say that, frankly speaking, at my age, 28 years old, I faced divorce, suicide, near bankruptcy, I have to run away from Singapore, betrayal here and there. I mean, when I share with a lot of people my story, they're like, "Walao, you sure you 30 or not? Why you sound like you 50 years old, 连续剧, that kind of Chinese drama, Korean drama. Oh, very long, man. You sure your life made all this?" Yeah, I also don't know why my life so drama. So, one of my mentor, my 师母 told me that I remember very clearly. I already hit the rock bottom, already the bottom, 没有得再输了了. Okay, I cannot lose anymore. The only thing that I can do now is to keep on gaining and winning, because I met everything. You tell me about business, no money, okay, I faced before. You tell me managing relationship, divorce, I faced before. Betrayal from all parties and relationship, I faced before. So all these things, I even tried to commit suicide twice. All right, first time, I no boss lah. I don't dare to jump the building. I scared. I scared of fire, so I don't jump. Second time, I wanted to jump. That time, wow, got courage already, but I see somehow rather drama lor. I see my kids' face in the sky. I was like, oh, I cannot jump. So all these things happen. So to me, I face all these things. I thank God for blessing that I able to face all of this before the age of 30. I face everything before age of 30. So I don't need to have what midlife crisis or whatever crisis. At the end, I thinking, wow, lao xiao liao. All these things happen when I don't have the energy and the spirit to fight on after that. But now, because I'm young, I always tell myself, time is still with me. I still can fight. I still can afford to lose. But every single battle that I lost, the experience is there. It makes me a better and a stronger person.
All right. Okay, thanks.
It's very true. Like what doesn't kill you make you strong.
Makes you stronger. Yeah, really.
So now, thanks Hayashi for all your true
No
stories.
issues.
It's very cares touch also when I hear all this. It's not easy.
Not easy.
Not easy. And
Yeah, I can laugh about it now. I can laugh about it, make joke out of it. But during that period of time with all these things, I tell you, you cry no thing, or maybe you cry but you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. So entrepreneurship is like that. So sometimes you have to hug your pillow and cry yourself also. Like thinking, oh, what the hell am I doing? Why all this happening to me? Why I choose this? Why I never do this? Entrepreneurship. It's emotion. So I think most of us, as a business owner, entrepreneurs, you will face this, you cry. Sometimes you cry also cannot let people know. And later, paiseh. You're like, yeah, who asked you lah? Choose path, that kind of thing. So sometimes we are kind of being lonely in the sense. But if you have a group of entrepreneurs, supporting each other, the mindset is different. You are able to support each other. So if you are into entrepreneurship, get a group, accountability group, someone who can support you, someone who do business, so they can understand exactly where you are feeling, which stage are you at. So they are there to support you. You are not alone.
mm-hmm. Yeah, and to find like-minded people also.
Yeah.
So this session has been very inspiring, and also, really thanks you for sharing all your true story and
No issues. It's my pleasure to keep on sharing my stories and also answering people's questions, and hopefully that can unlock some of their aha moments that they are not facing the worst yet. Yeah.
So later on, we will be sharing this video to our Facebook and also YouTube. So we will share to the group, and anything else, you all still can ask Hayashi from any comment.
I will reply from there. Yeah. Or you can add me on my Facebook. It's easy to find my face. And if you type Hayashi Takeshi, I don't think there are many out on Facebook there. And you can PM me. Okay, hopefully, I can answer some of your questions and continue to inspire you and help you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. So
thank you.
Do subscribe to our channel. So we will have a new speaker also next week. Do stay tuned.